Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for October 31st. Happy Halloween to those of you who practice. And let's see, I'm going to be pulling one card for each sign today. That should give you quite a bit of juice if you happen to know your sun, your rising, and your moon signs. Even more juice if you know your other planetary placements. Everyone remember to enter the contest by putting a comment below this video. Let's see, am I done shuffling yet? No. Must be a lot on everybody's mind today because I still feel like I need to shuffle for a bit more. Thank you all for being here and thank you for supporting me as much as you all do. I love it. It's fantastic. It's because of you guys I get to do what I love to do, which is help other people through my talents and abilities. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support. I think we're done shuffling. Look at that. That confirms there's a lot on people's minds. All right, I guess we're almost done shuffling. Let's try that again. Now we're done shuffling. Okay. All right, here we go. Aries, you're up first. What do we have? The World card. We like it. This just means that you are completing some kind of cycle. You're reaching some kind of goal or target. And now it is time to enjoy that victory and also to reset for the next goal and the next target, something else to shoot for and look forward to. Whoop, whoop. All right, Taurus is up next. Here we have the devil showing up for you, Taurus. I used to go to Catholic church and Catholic school, and I can still remember when I was a little girl, we had a priest who everybody called him Father Frankie. And Father Frankie preached a sermon one time that talked about the power that Satan has over us, or the power that the devil has over us. And what he taught, and I have come to where, even after growing up and thinking about this and evaluating this, to where I just really agree with that sermon. And what he taught was that the only power Satan really has over us is to cause fear. If he can make us fearful of something, then that impacts our decisions, and they're no longer good decisions. Okay? So what we have here showing up to us is there's some kind of fear that we're facing today. And so, how are we going to face that? How are we going to handle that? Are we going to let that fear create an opportunity for us to more easily make wrong decisions? I don't want to say wrong decisions, but decisions that are hurtful for ourselves and maybe even for people around because of that fear? Or are we going to face that fear, and are we going to still make the decisions that we know have the integrity that we want to have? Those decisions that show, that stand for what we actually believe in. Okay, so what kind of decisions are we going to make? Decisions that are motivated by fear, or decisions that are motivated by love? Okay, that's what this card talks about. All right, next up, let's look at Gemini. Geminis, you guys have the Three of Swords showing up in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse is much better than Three of Swords right side up. This is a super dramatic depiction of the Three of Swords on this deck. I really like it. But one of the things that, one of the words that always pops into my head as I'm looking at this card is, wow, so dramatic. So, with this Three of Swords in reverse, this is talking about healing from some kind of heartache or heartbreak, getting over it, getting past it. Sometimes it's because you're having a conversation with somebody who has been doing something that makes your heart hurt. Sometimes it's just because you're doing your own healing, maybe getting your own closure. And sometimes this is actually a literal healing from some type of heart condition that is more of a physical thing. So if this is healing from a heart condition that's more of a physical thing, obviously you're going to know about that before this video comes out. Like if you're healing up from heart surgery, well, you already know you had the surgery scheduled, that type of thing. So I don't want you to feel like this would be any kind of surprise in the physical realm. I don't think it would be a surprise if it's manifesting that way for you. Now, as far as emotional healing, you may not really be expecting that this healing could come in, especially if it's a conversation with somebody. You might not be expecting that. But anyway, what we have showing up for the day is healing for the heart for those of you who have Gemini placements. Next up, let's look at Cancer. Cancers, you guys have the Two of Pentacles, and I do feel like really there's a lot of juggling going on here. This can be when you're juggling back and forth between two people. This can also have to do with having a whole lot on your plate. This can be juggling your finances, juggling where you're spending your time. If you have a lot of destinations that you're supposed to be at in the same day, this can even be juggling, trying to get everything done that needs to be accomplished just in projects and tasks. So one way or another, Cancers, there's just a lot on your plate and you're just trying to keep it all in the air and safe. And you're being successful at that too with this card coming in. I do think when this card shows up, it does feel a little bit hectic for the person it shows up for, although the people around you may think you're handling everything pretty smoothly and gracefully, if they even realize that you're juggling like that. All right, next up, let's look at Leo. Three of Cups. I like it, I like it, I like it. Leos, this just means that you're spending some good time with friends. This can be in person, this can be on FaceTime, this can be emails, text messages, things like that, but still really enjoying the friendships that you have and spending some time with them. Woot woot, Virgo. Nine of Wands. You guys are getting ready for something. Nine of Wands for me always talks about preparing, getting ready for some type of big project. So you could be preparing a speech or a presentation for work. You could be getting ready to go on a trip. You could be getting ready to remodel your kitchen. All kinds of ways. You could be getting ready to have a big conversation with somebody. All kinds of things that this could manifest as, but this in a nutshell is making preparations. So you're making preparations for something today, Virgos. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Okay, so Libras, you guys have the Judgment card showing up in reverse. Judgment in reverse just means that you have an opportunity to go back to something from the past and pick that back up again or participate in that again. And when this opportunity comes up, you are deciding that that is not really what you want to do right now, and you're not going back to that or picking that back up. Okay? So you have an opportunity from the past, but you're not taking it. Scorpio. Ten of Cups, ooh la la. Happiness, fulfillment. We're doing something that makes us feel happy or fulfilled today. Pretty cut and dried. We like it. The other thing that comes up with this too, isn't that cool that they're sitting in a cup? I just realized that. I guess it's a hammock, but it kind of looks like a cup for a minute, the way it curls around. Okay, so got sidetracked. What was I going to say? This, because it's a 10, talks about the end of a cycle and taking something to the next level. So something that makes you happy, you're taking it to the next level. This card kind of implies, you know, a relationship or a family situation. It does not have to be that. It could also be something that has to do with recreation or work or really anything else. All right, so there we go. Taking happiness to the next level, Scorpios. I like it. That's the best card we've had in a while. Sagittarius. Ace of Wands showing up here in reverse for those of you who are Sagittarius. This just means that you're having a sudden realization that there's something you need to do that you're just not feeling very amped up about doing. Okay? La da da da, Capricorn. Eight of Swords, Capricorn. This just means that there is something that you are thinking about quite a bit, and that basically you're in analysis paralysis. You're not taking any action because you're too busy thinking about all the what ifs. All the what ifs. Best way to get out of this energy is just take a look at it from another perspective, not yours, but somebody else's. Just imagine if you were to tell this to the postman and see what the postman would have to say about it. If the postman's objective. If the postman's your best friend, then maybe not. But you want to be able to try to step back and look at this objectively, and then you can come out of that analysis paralysis and just start taking some action. Okay? La da da da. Aquarius. Knight of Swords showing up in reverse, Aquarius. You want to be really careful today that because there's going to be a temptation in front of you to take some speedy action, to do something to defend something that you stand for. The only problem is you're not going to have all the information, and by the time you find out the rest of the story, you're already going to have taken some action, and then you're going to kind of wish that you didn't. This is really kind of a rash decision when this comes up in reverse, and usually it's a rash decision because you don't have all the information you needed to start with. And not having all the information, you know, usually doesn't lead to good places. So make sure you get all your information before you make any decisions about taking any quick action today. That's what I would say. Next up, let's look at Pisces. Nine of Cups showing up in reverse, Pisces. Pisces, I just really feel like today you're kind of the opposite of feeling fulfilled. It may be that some of the things that you need to accomplish today, or some of the tasks that you're asked to accomplish today, even Pisces, make you feel like you have so much more to offer the world than this. So much more. And so you may be feeling really frustrated that you're not able to really shine to your full potential today because of restrictions in what you're being authorized or allowed to do or to accomplish. Okay, so that's what we've got. That was Pisces. Yep. So that's what we've got for the day. Thank you guys very much for being here and for all of your support. I love her blue hair, I have to say. Thank you for participating in the contest by leaving your comment below. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing some of you either on Skype or hearing you on the phone today as we do work together. And the rest of you, I will see you guys back here on the next video. Peace out.